we're at Equip Expo 2023 looking at some of the new products here at the show, and that brought me over to John Deere. This is it. I've seen press releases. This is my first time of seeing it. Eric, you got to tell me about this. I can mow with electricity.
We have right here, thank you first off for having me, we have the Z370R Electric here with a lithium-ion battery, and yes, it's quiet. It's quieter, and you can mow with battery power.
I can cover acres as such. Now this particular unit we're looking at, this is what size is the deck on this one?
42-inch size deck.
Nice, nice.
And you can mow up to 2 acres with this product. So whether we have a gas machine or an electric machine, 42-inch deck, we recommend up to 2 acres. So if we're going to come out with a product with a 42-inch deck, in this case, lithium-ion battery, we want to meet that recommendation of up to 2 acres.
Nice. So for charging and different things, how do you handle that? I mean, we're not filling a gas tank anymore.
Right. Yeah. So it's really simple, right? So there's onboard charging for this particular machine, and if you look back here, we have onboard charging, so you can simply plug in your standard grounded extension cord
right there. Yeah.
110. Yeah. And about 6 hours that'll charge up to 100% from a 0% status.
That sounds like a really nice nap for those of us. We can mow a little bit, take a nice nap, and then finish.
So interesting enough, we've talked to our customers about charge time.
Yeah.
And from a charging perspective, they really don't care in the residential space how long it takes.
Exactly.
Because they wouldn't necessarily mow their lawn twice in the same day.
For sure.
So the charge time becomes a little bit less relevant than run time. And run time, range anxiety, we all have it, whether we have cell phones,
exactly,
or if you're lucky enough to have an electric car. There's a couple ways that help customers feel better about where their charge status is. And I can show you on the
we want to definitely check that out. But hang on, we were in the back here. Let's do that. It's really crowded here at the show.
Yes.
So Eric, I see a hitch down there.
Yeah.
That is going to allow me to be able to pull some small trailers or what?
So we sell dump carts with our riding lawn equipment, and as you can see, we have a hitch mounted on this machine, and it comes standard with the Z370R Electric. And common uses for that would be pulling a dump cart for mulch, flowers, beds, maybe a firewood if you have a little campfire in the backyard. Yeah, absolutely.
So now what the folks are seeing on the video right now, that little bit of a green, that is not part of the mower. That's part of the display at the trade show. So don't think that your lawnmower is going to be glowing green. It'll look green and look awesome.
You'll be green with envy.
The neighbors will be.
Once you have this mower, right?
The neighbors will be green with envy. And they're global. So let's go check out that little display over there.
Yeah, so we won't be able to power it up. We don't have the key in it because of the show here.
Yeah.
So we're practicing some good safety here. But on this display, you can see we have a couple different modes. We have a speed mode.
Yeah.
Kind of a slower speed for those that are learning, or they're moving the machine in their garage. From a safety perspective, they can go a little bit slower. Yes. And then a faster mode, and then we have a higher blade tip speed mode as well. That's for what we would call a bagger mode.
Yep.
Yeah. So a little bit more power there as well. And on this display, what you would see is a 0 to 100% battery status.
Nice.
So you can always look over there to see how much charge you have remaining.
Very good.
The other thing that is nice is this gauge.
Oh, right in front.
Yes.
A digital gauge right there. How awesome is that?
So that gauge will also tell you how much battery is left in a form of kind of a bar chart.
Nice.
Yeah. And then there's a bar on the top that tells you whether you're in a ready to mow type status. That lights up green. You've pushed the right buttons, your safety, you're sitting down, and you're good to go.
And you're very good to go. So you mentioned bagger.
Yes.
What kind of accessories then? It would be the bagger accessory would go on the back then?
So for the Z370R Electric, the 42-inch, we wanted to design this machine to be able to use the same attachments that our gas partner for this machine would use. So whether that's mulch, we've got really nice mulch kits for these mower decks, baggers, all sorts of different accessories. But yeah, the bagger mounts using the hitch.
Right, coming
right
back?
Yep, and then this time of year in the fall, for sure, bagging's a big deal for customers.
It is for a lot of us, that's for sure. So let's talk maintenance. Now, we've got, we're used to one type, but now we're going to a different technology. What do I need to be doing with this throughout the season?
So what's awesome about the battery for this machine, first off, it has a IP66 rating, which means it's dirt, dust,
water
free, and water sealed. Yes.
Yeah.
So a lot of a lot of customers like to wash their machines off. They like to keep them green, like make them look fresh
like
and
this,
new.
yes.
Yep, just like this, showroom fresh. And you can do that with this machine.
Nice.
Many of our competitors are not necessarily have that battery rating. So feel free to rinse it off, or you get caught in the rain, you need to finish up, that sort of thing. You can do that with this machine. So just from a battery perspective, I wanted to make sure I mentioned that. Dirt, debris, dust, normal blowing off the machine was certainly encouraged, but you don't have belts, right? You don't have oil, you don't have an engine to maintain, so I don't want to say it's maintenance free, but it's very low maintenance. You still do have mower blades, right? You still have mower blades to cut the grass. So sharpening your blades, on a regular cadence is certainly recommended.
Nice. Very minimal maintenance. And then at the end of the season for storage?
Yeah, put it in the garage, and just again like your cell phone battery, you can keep it charged, you can keep it plugged in, or you can discharge. Let the battery sit, and there's really, it's up to you really where you want to do what you want to do with it.
Nothing fancy, and then you're ready to go for the next season. Plug it in, charge up, and you're ready to go. If people would like to find out more information, where can they find out more about
Deere.com, johndeere.com. You can find out a lot of information about not only our products, but where our dealers are.
Yes.
The products that we service or sell and are sold through John Deere dealerships, serviced through John Deere dealerships, and it's really a big advantage for us. We have a great dealer network out there to help our customers keep going.
Yep, you've got a couple in my neck of the woods, and they're great people up there, that's for sure.
That's great. I'm glad to hear that. Yes, there's a lot around.
Yep, that there are. So Eric, what are the rest of the controls that an operator would use?
Yeah, so we have several buttons over here on our console. This would be our height of cut adjustment. Very simply spin this dial with the mower deck fully raised, and you can adjust the mower height in 1/4 inch increments. We have a mode button here. I talked earlier about different modes, different settings for speed. And then this is our PTO switch, so we can turn our blades on and off with that. This is our power button. We simply hold that button for 3 seconds, wait for 2 beeps, and the machine's powered up, ready to go, assuming you're in the seat. Lights, this machine does have lights. I can show you around front those in case you get caught in these fall days with the sun going down a little bit earlier.
Yep.
I mentioned the status. You'll always be able to see the status of your battery, what's remaining. If you do happen to run out of battery, it hits 0, what will happen if you're mowing is the mower blades will shut off, and you'll have a little bit of a reserve built into there so you can actually get you back home.
Nice.
Also in the back here is this is a freewheel mode as well. So you can actually freewheel the machine if you wanted to push it in the garage without having to get on it, move it around. So that's another option as well. And then there's a side light. I don't know if you want to, there's a side light here that captures kind of the back, so you can get a little light on what you're mowing.
We'll put a link in the description below so you guys can go check this out. We are coming to you from Equip Expo 2023.